you're going to hear some phenomenal animal stories. And that idea in and of itself just really intrigued me. Animals are one of the rare things that, in one hand, they're our best friends. In another, they're food. And it just seems odd that we would spend time telling stories about these things that have such a weird relationship to us. But then I started thinking about it just a wee bit more. And I realized I would much rather give you an opportunity to peek behind the curtain just for a moment. And I want to tell you about how we actually got here. Because it's kind of really an interesting story and one that maybe you might not know. The way that we got here was because, one man had this weird idea. When you ask him about it, he'll tell you that he stole it, which maybe he did. But even if he did, he stole it and he improved it. And it became an idea that resonated, that had power with it. And that one man, Matt, talked to two. Talked to one other person. And that would be Michelle Frank. And with her, they started brainstorming how this one idea could start this conversation with our community about diversity and about the things that connect us, about that spirit that just kind of moves through our community that makes it truly special. And two became three when Michelle called me. And she explained it to me and she was so excited. And the idea of what this thing could be was just, it was bubbling through the phone. And afterwards, I hung up the phone and I leaned back in my chair and I thought, I hate this idea. This is the worst idea she's ever come up with. I despise every ounce of this idea. It is nothing that I want to do. However, I love Michelle. I really do. And if she asked me to walk through fire, I would walk through fire for her. She is my heart. And if she leads, I'll follow. To be in the company of somebody that truly love, there is no possibility for a bad time. It's always fun. So, two became three. And we realized that the three of us weren't going to make a mistake where we decided we were going to trailblaze new ground when there were perfectly, beautifully laid paths already there. Too often in our community, we try to create something new when we have something great right behind it, just waiting to be called upon. And we called upon Dick. And Dick was, I didn't understand him. I really didn't. But at some point, what I figured out was that the things I didn't understand was all the things that made him the perfect member for our team. He's taught me so much about this craft, about this community, about this type of art. It has made our team, it's brought everything together. Everything that you see started with those four. But those four started with one. And I want to just take a moment to have you guys help me get that one up here. And just give them a round of applause, please. Round of applause.
I expected Sean to say something about me today, and I was going to wave in the crowd. I didn't expect to be standing here with a microphone. But I have to tell you that, even just standing in the corridor and having people, many of whom I know, some of them I've only known as a voice on the phone or as a signature on a letter, to come up and give me a heartfelt hug and tell me how disappointed and upset and how much they wish me well. That's been a tremendous gift. Now, I'd rather not have lost my job to get those gifts, but it's made this much easier. And I really don't think I deserve a lot of credit for stealing a great idea from somewhere else and making it happen here, which I couldn't have done without Sean and Michelle and Dick. But call Mosaic is really about what I think all the best newspapers are about, which is really reflecting the true diversity of the community and to connect people together. And we need that now more than ever in this crazy world. So I just, even though I won't be a part of the Inquirer, as long as I'm here, I'll be a part of this. A couple of people threatened to cancel their subscription. They immediately took it back, and I would simply say that, you know, we've been boiling in this pot for a long time, and our industry is going through unprecedented change. And the fact of the matter is that the business model that used to sustain newspapers just doesn't exist anymore. What you're left with are people that are working from the heart, doing the thing that they love for the communities that they call home. They deserve your support. They deserve your feedback, and they welcome it. So don't lose faith, because this community is all about what makes a community is people coming together. And the newspaper is one small thing, but it's an important